Welcome to our first deep dive. In this series, we're creating for GCSE business studies students.
Yeah.
So whether you're looking to kind of consolidate what you've learned in class, or
Right.
maybe even pre-learn some of the topics,
Mhm.
or just really nail your revision,
Yeah.
we're here to help you conquer the world of marketing.
That's right.
So today,
Absolutely.
we are going to be diving deep
Uh-huh.
into a concept that's so fundamental
Yeah.
for any successful business,
It really is.
and that is understanding your customers.
Right. And it's not just about knowing who they are. It's about really understanding their needs and motivations,
Okay.
even their frustrations sometimes.
So let's break this down.
Yeah.
We often hear businesses talk about customer needs.
Right.
But what does that actually mean in a practical sense?
Okay. Well, imagine you walk into a coffee shop, right?
Okay.
You're not just looking for any beverage.
Mhm.
You've got specific preferences. Maybe you need a caffeine boost to kickstart your day, or perhaps you're looking for a healthy plant-based alternative.
Yeah.
Those wants and expectations.
Yeah.
That's what we call customer needs.
So if that coffee shop then starts offering oat milk lattes or expands their sugar-free syrup options,
Right.
they're directly responding to those evolving customer needs.
Precisely. And by doing so, they're not just fulfilling a need, they're creating a positive customer experience.
Yeah.
And that can lead to a whole host of benefits for the business.
Okay. So it's not just about survival. It's about thriving in the marketplace.
Exactly.
I'm curious, what happens when businesses really nail this customer satisfaction piece? Is it really that impactful?
It's huge. I mean, think of it like this. When a customer feels understood and valued, they're much more likely to become repeat customers.
Right.
And that means increased sales and ultimately a healthier bottom line.
It makes sense, but it goes beyond just individual transactions, right?
Yeah.
There's a ripple effect on the brand itself.
Absolutely. When customers are genuinely happy, they become like walking advertisements for your business. They tell their friends.
Right.
They leave positive online reviews and generate that all-important word-of-mouth buzz.
That's true, but word of mouth can be a double-edged sword as well, can't it?
Yeah,
Because negative experiences can spread just as quickly.
you're absolutely right. That's why consistently meeting and ideally exceeding
Right.
customer expectations is so critical. It's about building a reputation for quality and reliability and exceptional service. Take, for instance, a fast food chain that consistently delivers orders faster than anyone else.
Okay.
That focus on speed and efficiency might be exactly what wins over a busy customer who values convenience over anything else.
So it's about understanding what your customers are looking for and finding ways to deliver on those expectations, sometimes in surprising and delightful ways.
Right.
And for our listeners out there,
Yeah.
think about a time when a company truly impressed you. What did they do that stood out? Holding that experience in mind can really bring this idea home.
Now let's flip the script for a moment. Let's look at a case where a company completely missed the mark
Okay.
when it came to understanding customer needs.
Right.
The story of Google Glass is a classic example of this.
Oh, yeah. Google Glass.
Right.
I remember all the hype surrounding those futuristic glasses.
Yeah.
Everyone thought they were going to revolutionize the way we interacted with technology.
The buzz was definitely real, but as we know, it ultimately flopped.
So what went wrong? It seemed like such a cool and innovative product.
It was innovative, but it failed to address a crucial element: product market fit.
Right.
In other words, it didn't align with what customers actually needed or wanted.
Yeah.
For starters, the price tag was a major barrier.
Okay.
At around £1,000, it was simply out of reach for most consumers.
That's a steep price to pay for something that many people didn't even fully understand the purpose of.
Exactly. And beyond the price, the functionality wasn't entirely clear. People struggled to see the practical benefits of wearing these glasses in their everyday lives.
Yeah.
Even the design was a turnoff for many who found it awkward and unappealing.
So Google Glass was a stark reminder that even the most cutting-edge technology won't succeed if it doesn't address the core needs and concerns of its target market.
Right.
It highlights just how costly it can be to ignore the importance of market research.
Speaking of companies getting it right, let's shift gears and explore a fictional example
Okay.
that embodies this principle of understanding and meeting customer needs.
Right.
Let's talk about Brew Bliss, a cafe that's clearly in tune with what their customers are looking for.
Brew Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this coffee haven.
Imagine a cafe that goes beyond just serving a decent cup of coffee.
Okay.
Brew Bliss recognized that their customers were increasingly concerned about sustainability,
Right.
so they made a conscious effort to switch to biodegradable packaging. for their takeaway cups and food containers, demonstrating a commitment to eco-conscious practices.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
It's not just about the product itself. It's about aligning your business practices with the values of your customer base.
Exactly, and they didn't stop there.
Okay.
Brewbliss also understood that their customers craved a cozy and inviting atmosphere
Right.
where they could relax and enjoy their coffee.
Oh, yeah.
So they redesigned the cafe,
Okay.
adding comfy seating, warm lighting, and even some greenery to create a welcoming and aesthetically pleasing environment.
It's like they created an experience
Mm-hmm.
that goes beyond just grabbing a quick caffeine fix.
Right.
They've tapped into the emotional needs of their customers, the desire for comfort and connection.
Yeah.
So what was the result of all this customer-centric thinking?
Well,
Did it actually translate into tangible business outcomes?
absolutely. Customer satisfaction went through the roof.
Okay.
People loved the eco-friendly approach, the cozy atmosphere, and of course the delicious coffee.
Right.
This in turn led to a surge in repeat business.
Yeah.
With customers returning again and again for that Brewbliss experience.
And I bet those happy customers started spreading the word,
Exactly.
telling their friends about this amazing cafe that gets them.
Exactly. Word of mouth marketing became one of their most powerful tools,
Yeah.
all because they took the time to understand and meet the needs of their target market.
So Brewbliss is a testament to the fact that aligning your business with customer needs
Right.
can lead to increased sales,
Mm-hmm.
a loyal customer base,
Yeah,
and a strong brand reputation.
absolutely.
It's a win-win situation for everyone involved.
Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture for a moment.
Okay.
Why is this concept of understanding and meeting customer needs so fundamental to successful marketing?
Well, it seems pretty clear that happy customers translate into positive business outcomes, but
Mhm.
can you break down some of those key benefits for us?
Of course, one of the most obvious benefits is increased sales and profits.
All right.
When you meet customer needs, they're more likely to make purchases and become loyal patrons, which ultimately boosts your bottom line.
Mhm.
But it goes beyond just the numbers. Understanding your customers also makes your business more adaptable.
Right.
In today's fast-paced market, consumer preferences are constantly evolving.
Mhm.
Companies that are attuned to those shifts
Yeah.
can adapt their products, services, and marketing strategies to stay ahead of the curve.
It's like having a finger on the pulse of the market,
Exactly.
sensing those changes and responding in a way that keeps your customers engaged and satisfied.
Right.
Yeah.
And finally, understanding your customers can significantly reduce risk.
Okay.
When you know your target market inside and out,
Mm.
you're less likely to invest in products or services that are destined to fail.
Yeah.
You're essentially minimizing the chances of making costly mistakes that could harm your business.
So it's like a safety net,
Yeah,
protecting you from those missteps that can sometimes derail even the most promising ventures.
exactly.
Now, going back to Brewbliss for a moment, I'm curious to know how they gathered all this valuable information about their customers. Do they just have some sort of intuitive sense of what people wanted?
Intuition can play a role, but successful businesses like Brewbliss rely on a more systematic approach. They use a powerful tool called market research
Right.
to gather insights about their target market.
Yeah.
This might involve conducting surveys, hosting focus groups,
Good.
analyzing online reviews, or even simply observing customer behavior in the cafe.
So it's like putting on a detective hat
Yeah,
and gathering clues about your customers' preferences, habits,
right.
and even their pain points.
Precisely. And once you have that data,
Yeah.
you can start to see patterns and trends emerge,
Okay.
which can inform everything from your product development to your marketing campaigns.
I can see how that would be incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
Let's say Brewbliss discovers through their research that a significant portion of their customer base consists of students.
Right.
How might they use that information to their advantage?
Well, knowing that they have a strong student following,
Yeah.
Brewbliss might consider offering student discounts or creating study-friendly spaces with ample outlets and comfortable seating. They could even partner with local universities
Right.
or student organizations to promote their brand within that specific segment of the market.
That makes perfect sense. You're tailoring your offerings and your messaging to directly address the needs and interests of a particular group.
That's the essence of market segmentation.
Okay.
It's about dividing your target market into smaller, more manageable groups.
Yeah.
based on shared characteristics like age-income lifestyle
Hmm.
or buying habits.
So instead of trying to appeal to everyone with a generic message,
Right.
you're creating targeted campaigns that resonate with specific customer segments. It's
Yeah.
about making each customer feel seen and understood.
Exactly. And Brewbliss provides a great example of this.
Okay.
They could run a campaign aimed at students highlighting their affordable prices and study-friendly environment, while simultaneously running a separate campaign targeting professionals, showcasing their premium coffee blends and quick service for those on the go.
It's like creating a personalized experience for each segment of your customer base,
Right.
ensuring that your marketing efforts are relevant and impactful.
Now let's talk about another crucial aspect of understanding customers, customer feedback.
Ah, yes, the all-important feedback loop.
Yeah.
It's one thing to gather data through market research,
Yeah.
but it's equally important to create channels for ongoing communication with your customers.
Absolutely. Customer feedback is invaluable. It allows you to see your business through the eyes of your customers,
Right.
identify what's working, what's not,
Yeah.
and where there's room for improvement.
So how might a business like Brewbliss encourage and collect customer feedback?
There are many ways to do this.
Okay.
They could set up a suggestion box,
Right.
provide comment cards at each table,
Mm-hmm.
encourage online reviews, or even simply have their baristas make an effort to chat with customers about their experience.
Those are all great ideas.
Yeah.
It's about creating a culture of openness and responsiveness, showing your customers that their opinions are valued.
Precisely. And the beauty of customer feedback is that it allows you to catch potential issues early on
Right.
and make adjustments before they escalate into major problems.
Mm.
For example, if several customers mention that the Wi-Fi is unreliable,
Yeah.
Brewbliss can address that issue promptly to ensure that their student customers who often rely on a stable internet connection
Right.
remain happy and loyal.
It's about being proactive and responsive, demonstrating that you're listening to your customers and willing to act on their feedback.
Right.
And I imagine that builds a tremendous amount of trust and loyalty.
You're absolutely right. Customers appreciate businesses that take their feedback seriously
Yeah.
and genuinely strive to make things right.
Yeah.
Now, we've talked about market research, market segmentation, and the importance of customer feedback. But in today's digital age, there's another powerful tool at our disposal:
Okay.
data and technology.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. I'm eager to hear how businesses are leveraging data to deepen their understanding of customers.
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
With the rise of online shopping, social media, and sophisticated data analytics platforms,
Mm-hmm.
businesses have access to an unprecedented amount of information about their customers.
It's like having a digital fingerprint of their behaviors, preferences,
Exactly.
and interests.
A business like Brewbliss could track customer purchase history,
Right.
monitor website browsing behavior,
Okay.
analyze social media interactions,
Mhm.
and even personalize email marketing campaigns based on individual preferences.
It's like having a virtual assistant that helps you anticipate your customers' needs and tailor your offerings accordingly.
Precisely. And this data-driven approach
Yeah.
can be incredibly powerful in creating a more personalized and engaging customer experience.
So from traditional market research methods to cutting-edge data analytics, businesses have a whole toolkit of strategies at their disposal for understanding their customers.
Yeah.
It seems like the key is to find the right mix that works for your specific business and target market.
You've hit the nail on the head. There's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Right.
It's about being adaptable, curious, and constantly seeking ways to deepen your understanding of your customers.
At the end of the day, it's about recognizing that your customers are the heart of your business.
Mm-hmm.
By understanding their needs, you're not just boosting sales,
Right.
you're building lasting relationships and creating a thriving business that can stand the test of time.
Well said. And I think it's important to remember that this applies to any business,
Yeah.
regardless of size or industry, whether you're running a global tech company or a local bakery.
Right.
Understanding your customers is the foundation of success.
Absolutely. Now, for our listeners who are GCSE business studies students, this concept of understanding customers is going to be a recurring theme throughout your studies.
It is.
So pay close attention,
Right.
take good notes, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
That's right. When you're analyzing case studies
Mhm.
or answering exam questions, think critically about how businesses have demonstrated an understanding of their customers.
Yeah.
Look for real-world examples of market research,
Right.
segmentation,
Yeah.
feedback mechanisms, and data analysis.
And don't just memorize facts.
Yeah.
try to really grasp the underlying principles and
Right.
understand how they apply to different business scenarios.
And perhaps most importantly, think about your own experiences as a consumer.
Okay.
What are the brands you love?
Yeah.
What products or services can you simply not live without?
Mm-hmm.
What companies consistently exceed your expectations?
Reflecting on those experiences can provide valuable insights into what it means to truly understand and connect with your customers.
Now, before we wrap up this deep dive into the world of understanding customers, I'd love to hear from our listeners.
Okay.
What are some of the most creative or impressive ways you've seen businesses connect with their customers?
Mm-hmm.
What stands out to you as a consumer? We'd love to hear your insights and examples because the best way to learn about this is to see it in action in the real world. It's a fascinating topic,
Okay.
and there's always something new to discover.
It really is. And, as you continue to explore the world of business,
Right.
remember that it's a dynamic and ever-changing landscape.
It is.
Consumer preferences shift, new technologies emerge, and market trends come and go.
That's why it's so crucial to cultivate a mindset of continuous learning and adaptation.
Right.
Never underestimate the power of staying curious, asking questions,
Yeah.
and seeking out new ways to understand and connect with your customers.
Because at the end of the day, it's those connections, those relationships you build with your customers that can make all the difference. It's about moving beyond transactional exchanges and creating experiences that resonate on a deeper level.
Well said. And for all our GCSE business studies students out there,
Mm-hmm.
as you delve deeper into the world of marketing, keep this fundamental principle in mind.
Yeah.
Understanding your customers is not just a checkbox on a syllabus, it's the bedrock of sustainable business success.
It's the key to unlocking growth, innovation, and a future where businesses thrive by creating value for both themselves and their customers.
That's a perfect note to end on.
A huge thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of marketing.
Yeah.
We hope you found it insightful and engaging.
And remember, this was just the first episode in our series on GCSE business studies.
Right.
Be sure to tune in for more deep dives into exciting business topics.
Before we sign off, a quick reminder that this episode was a Peel Strategy production powered by Google Notebook LM for the audio dialogue.
Until next time, keep those brains buzzing and those business minds sharp.